Giannis is one of my favorite players in the league. And to me, he's already an all-time great, but he's been tripping as of late. And these past few years has really exposed how he has the best and worst PR in the league. And to explain that, let's take you back to the year of 2021. Giannis would make it to the finals and would come back 2-0 and would have an amazing clutch block and a pivotal game 6. He would score 50. Even his free throws were on point. He would be 14 of 16 from the line. This would lead to his first championship. This performance was truly something special. And it was assumed he was going to do it the Kobe Bryant way and stay with their franchise his whole career. And this first championship will be the first of few for this Giannis's Bucks team. Yeah, it was the first. And Giannis tried to make it the last as well. After this, for the next 5 years, it would be straight disappointment for the Bucks, and it was not even Giannis's fault. I'll explain that later. Between the constant injuries, the Dame thing not working out, and the Bucks front office not doing anything for him, the Bucks has been dead in the water. And remember that assumption that he will stay with the Bucks his whole entire career without question? Well, not too long ago, like a year and a half ago, he said while he loves the Bucks, he also wants to win. And if that's not going to happen in Milwaukee, he will leave. Now, that was kind of a 180 from his energy from before then. And that would only be the beginning, because this will start a cycle that will go on for a year and a half of him sending subliminal shots and him putting pressure on the Bucks. Essentially saying that his options are open, and Bucks fans had to find out in real time that Giannis was not theirs. He might have just been their turn. And let me just say this, what I'm on about is not the fact that he was considering leaving the Bucks. He don't owe them anything. But for me, it's the way he was going about it. For example, when he said that his options are open, it wasn't even him that said it. It was his agent.
He's out here talking through his agent and relaying information.
What in the clutch sports is going on here? And then he would turn around and say quotes like this, like he's here for life. He would never willingly switch up. Man, he's playing games. And then when you add things like the firing of the head coach, Adrian Griffin, immediately after Giannis crashed out during a game, things like the nepotism hire of Giannis, or like my friend likes to call him, the nonsense. A cool little intermission for this video. While I don't have a problem with nepotism hires in itself necessarily, because if you think about it, the person involved is just trying to put their peoples on. That's respectable and actually admirable. The problem lies is when the person they're trying to put in position is unfathomably cheeks. Not only is he a blatant liability, but he's a waste of a roster spot that could have been reserved for a more deserving talent. That's really my main issue with nepotism hires. Now, back to the video. When you add these things together, he's starting to look a bit familiar to someone else who does these same exact things. Now, I'm afraid I may have to end the video right here, because the way I'm talking about Giannis, I may be seeing 2 black vans in the front of my house today. Giannis, you're going to have to hold out for a little bit. The second half of this video is going to be all love, I promise. Let's continue. That's not even counting the things that he did right before the trade deadline. All of that just to stay with the team. Dude wasted everybody's time. And then he wants to create the caption that legends do not chase, they attract. He's acting like he's trying to push back against the media's narratives. He's making and killing his own narratives. He's fighting imaginary demons. I've never seen anything like this before. LeBron hasn't even done this. And speaking of LeBron, after the trade deadline, we have to come to the realization that Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James is basically the flirting versus harassment meme. Because Giannis essentially went through LeBron's whole handbook. The only thing left was to get somebody traded, and he was about to trade himself, so. And Giannis's actions hasn't really gotten called out like that. Some of the best PR in the league for real, but while he has some of the best, he also has some of the worst. For reference, these has been some of his stats for the past 4 to 5 years. And since his first championship, this is why I'd say the Bucks fall off.
has nothing to do with him. And unless you really pay attention, you're not gonna really notice his averages either. It's because they don't really talk about Giannis like that. He's consistently in MVP talks, a top 2 to 3 player in the world when healthy, consistently getting better. It's been so quiet. He's been averaging 30 on do not disturb mode, constantly improving his craft, yet he's not talked about. His name doesn't really come up when you talk about elite players. It's always names like SGA and Luka Doncic. And respect to those guys, they are amazing players, but the fact that at one point or another Giannis was better than both of them is crazy. You can argue he's better than both of them now. He got like no traction when it comes to his name as a player. Maybe that's why he's been on this Kanye West type of timing of creating controversy. Maybe it's to give his name some traction. In that case, maybe I start to understand a little bit where he's coming from. But this is not the way to do it. Please do not go down this path. This is a path that never ends well. And to the Bucks front office, get this man some help. Please. He delivers to Milwaukee a championship, which has not been done in 50 years. And your response was to give him Kyle Kuzma? Really? No wonder he wants to leave. Do better. What you just saw was my reaction to everything that went down right up until the trade deadline. But as I was doing my research for this video, I find out a lot of the information I relayed was just Shams lying. And all this stuff Giannis was saying about leaving was just his agent. His agent was doing his best impression of Rich Paul, and Giannis is just caught in the middle of this. And if that's truly the case, hey, I'm fine with admitting I'm wrong. I was going to scrap this whole video, but I'm not going to for 2 reasons. One, because I already made it. And 2, it's because there's a part of me that thinks that there's no way Giannis had nothing to do with this. And that post in the end was just to save face. So here you have it. You are seeing me spiral in real time. And look, just like that, the quality of the video is spiraling too. Now, is it still possible that Shams is a sham? Yeah, I think so. But you're not going to tell me that Giannis did not lean into it. Things like unfollowing the Bucks is crazy. And dude really had an Instagram post about drawing attention. And upon further research, come to find out he's endorsing sports betting now. He's a part of Cauchy. I don't know. This whole situation is weird. Like, my ankles are now getting broken in real time. But I will say this. If Giannis is on this type of Braun timing and he was able to get away with this scot-free, Giannis may have the greatest PR of all time. No question.